Your player gets fouled inside the penalty area, and the referee awards your team a penalty kick. Seems pretty simple. Well, the purpose of this video is to expand upon your soccer knowledge about penalty kicks and offer a few suggestions which might be able to help you and your teammates. First, let's cover the obvious, the penalty area. A penalty kick is awarded when an attacking player is fouled inside the penalty area. I've highlighted the penalty area here. And to be clear, the white paint markings are part of the penalty area. This is the penalty arc. The only purpose of penalty arc is to keep all players a minimum distance from the selected player who is taking the penalty kick. The penalty arc is a radius extension measured from the penalty spot. First, let's cover the process that occurs when a penalty kick is awarded by the referee. Here's a 6-step process that is carried out when taking a penalty kick. During the process of taking a penalty kick, the referees are looking for certain infractions by either team. So let's cover a few common infractions. The first common infraction is the goalkeeper coming off their line before the ball is kicked. Now first, I want to point out that the recent rule changes made in 2019 does allow for the goalkeeper to have one of their feet off the line before the ball is kicked. A second common infraction is infringement. Infringement means that either team has a player enter the penalty area or the penalty arc before the ball is kicked. In this photo, Cristiano Ronaldo is taking the penalty kick for his country, Portugal. Although the quality of the picture is poor, I've highlighted or emphasized the location of the ball. Please note that he has not yet kicked the ball, but yet the goalkeeper has both of his feet off of their goal line. Also note that although Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world, just look and see how many players, including his own teammates, enter the penalty area before he strikes the ball. All of these actions taken by the goalkeeper, and the 4 players that you see and highlighted on the picture are all infractions of the penalty kick process. And here's a short video clip of a penalty kick taken during one of the most important games in the 2011 Women's World Cup.
Cristiano, saved by Solo! The US maintain the advantage. Oh, now what? The referee saying take it again. Oh, and a yellow card for Solo for protesting. Rampone maybe just a fraction too early inside the penalty area.
A third common infraction is when a kicker comes to a complete stop while swinging to take their kick. This is called an illegal feint. Here's some educational information to explain what occurs after an infraction has been called by the referee. In youth soccer matches, I've repeatedly seen mistakes made by the referees in determining what occurs after the infraction has been called. To compound things, most of the time, the coaches don't know the rules either about what is expected to occur next. So let's cover this so that you and your teammates are properly educated. During a penalty kick, the person taking the kick cannot make the second touch on the ball. So if the ball hits the crossbar or the post, they cannot make that next touch. Here's a table which outlines how to enforce the rules for penalty kick infractions. Now that we've covered the process of taking a penalty kick and the rules with some common infractions that may occur, let's cover a few thoughts which might improve your team. First, the biggest mistake made by players and referees are not understanding that the white paint marking is part of the penalty area. Here's my son's team during the Crossfire Challenge in Seattle. The foul obviously occurs inside the penalty area, and the center referee correctly runs over to his AR looking for some guidance about where the location of the foul occurred. But our players take the decision out of the hands of the referee.
Yes.
Second, don't assume that the kicker will automatically score their penalty kick. Once a penalty kick is awarded by the referee, our players need to grab the valuable real estate immediately. Your players' positions are vital. Claiming the valuable real estate is important because, one, when your team is taking the kick, their keeper could make the save, and that save frequently results in the ball getting knocked down in front of the goal. You can be there to quickly tap the ball into the goal. And two, if you are defending the penalty kick and your keeper makes the save, you can be there to clear the ball out of trouble. Next, our players who regularly practice their penalty kicks should be the players that take those penalty kicks in a match. Typically in youth soccer, when the referee awards us a penalty kick, several of our players will instantly start pleading to take the penalty kick, and even arguments on the field can occur. A penalty kick should be as simple as taking a free throw in basketball. Just like a basketball player would practice their free throws, a soccer player should regularly practice their penalty kicks. Further, before an important tournament, and especially before a state cup or a regional event, we need to have several players routinely practice their penalty kicks. Almost every coach has been involved with a state championship match that has been decided by penalty kicks. Penalty kicks need to be practiced. And lastly, our goalkeepers need to try to gain an understanding if the ball is going to be kicked to their left or to their right or up the middle. In professional soccer, goalkeepers will study film to try to guess tendencies of players taking the penalty kicks. And in youth soccer, our goalkeepers don't necessarily have that film that they can study. So, here's a few thoughts which might help them make an educated guess. First, let's look at the player's approach up to the ball. If they come at the ball at a 30-degree or greater angle, they'll probably play the ball to the near side post. If they run up to the ball nearly vertical, then they're likely going to pull the ball slightly such that it goes to the far post. Also, if it's one of the team's more crafty players that's taking the penalty kick, then they're probably more focused on placement of their kick. But on the flip side, if it's one of the team's bigger or powerful players, then they're probably going to strictly go for power, which I would equate to kicking the ball up the middle or to the far post. So I've covered the process and the rules of taking penalty kicks. So here's my suggestion. Go practice your penalty kicks. And goalkeepers, Go watch players take penalty kicks and just make observations of some of their tendencies. We need to remember that penalty kicks are too important. Last year alone, in the 2019 Idaho State Cup, 15 matches were decided by penalty kicks.